Kate, and thank you for joining me today in my home sanctuary. And this video is about how to go about processing your herbs so that you can store them for convenient everyday use. And so this video, I'll go through a few different ways of drying your herbs. And then once your herbs are dry, you can then put them in a jar and store them, and dry herbs will keep for about a year, and it will preserve their freshness if you're not able to utilize them right away. So you can see behind me, on a little side note, I have, this is a little station that I use to process my herbs, and I've got some herbs that are just drying here on the counter, and I have some calendula just drying, and some other infusions, alcohol infusions. There's just so much that you can do with herbs. You can start infusing them right from when you harvest them as fresh herbs. But this video is going to be about drying them to store them dry in these jars if you're not ready to go directly into an infusion. And what is really helpful in this journey of processing your own herbs is always staying a step ahead of the process. So whenever you go out to harvest your herbs and collect a big basket full of herbs, you can be ready with your supplies to dry them, whether it's the brown paper boxes or the baskets, or if you're going to wrap them up, just be ready for that next step. And then even a step further, have your clean jars labeled and ready to then receive the dried herbs into. And it can take anywhere from a few weeks to up to a month for your herbs to dry. So this process is very spacious. And even after you harvest them, you can keep them in the fridge for a short amount of time, or even just sitting out in your basket for maybe a day before you go to process them. So there is space in this process, and if you stay a step ahead of yourself along the way, it's going to be even more full of grace whenever you go to process your herbs. And whenever you are always prepared for the next step, that allows you to take the worry and stress or anxiety out of trying to keep on top of it, so then you're able to clear your mind and just let it be a ritual that you can do to have peace and presence in your home. This is a basket of fresh herbs that I just harvested. Now what you're going to need is some scissors, some string, I have some hemp cord here, and you could either put nails in your wall to hang them up on, just all over the place, or I have these little hooks that are really easy to just push right into the wall. So these hooks are great. You can just get them and they just push and spin right into the wall. Now what you want to do is just find all the stems and line them up together. Then you just want to wrap them up. Then I like to tie a little loop for it to hang from. Calendula. Wow, your track and drive on the walls? Wow, Lupe, that's so cool. Why don't you take some of these herbs and help me? You work with me? You want to sit and work with me? Here.
Yay!
Yay! Thank you, babe. Alright, now I have all of these herbs. Let's check out that hanging process. Right here. So if you can see, you just press them in. And yeah, so this is a just nice way to adorn your home with different things that are going to make you happy. It smells really nice, and now it's just accessible for when I want to use them. I can just rip it off, or if I want to let it dry completely to use for some herbal medicine, I'll just leave it be until it's all the way dry, put it in a jar until I'm ready to use it. Then here's the calendula flowers, and I'm just going to pull the petals off and put them in the jar. And then this is where I'm collecting the leftover material stems to compost. Giving thanks for these flowers. So you can see here I have this nice little bundle of calendula flowers that I dried, but then also I'm just drying them in a basket as well this time. So 2 different options for you. All right, so we have our calendula, we have our plantain, we have our red clover, and I'll just keep adding to these jars as these other herbs dry. So I hope that you enjoyed this video and that now you feel comfortable to go out and grab a big harvest from your plants. It's totally healthy to take anywhere from 1/3 to half to even 3/4 of your plant mass. Harvest it down with scissors and then go about drying your herbs to keep them stored and accessible for you. And once they're dry and in those jars, they'll just be shelf stable for whenever you're ready to make some infusions or make some medicine or different products in your home. And I definitely look forward to sharing more videos with you on how to go about using these dry herbs in your home. But go ahead and just get started making some tea. There's already a video up on how to use your loose herbs in tea. So once you have those dry herbs, you can just pick a few. You want to bruise them a little bit, like on a cutting board with a spoon or with a mortar and pestle, and then they are just great in tea. So it's not too late this year to go out and find some herbal medicine. I know in the region I'm in, there's plantain growing everywhere. There's probably even still some clove buds out. Purslane, there's just so many different plants that you can go out and harvest and just get your dose of herbal medicine this year before the winter comes. So I hope that you feel confident in becoming an herbalist now. Everyone can be an herbalist. All you have to do is go out and harvest some herbs and use them. So I hope that you feel confident to start doing that now in your everyday life. So go ahead, comment if you have any questions. You can like or share this video if you thought that it was useful and that your friends might like it. And I look forward to sharing more about this process with you. I also have an Herbal Infusions workshop coming up this year in 2018 in November, so you can check out. I'll be posting information on my social media pages about that. You can check out my Facebook page at Your Home Sanctuary on Facebook, and my Instagram at Kate Shinneman. So there's just so many ways that we can get connected, and I look forward to hearing how your process of becoming an herbalist is going for you. Thank you so much for watching.